And you have UConn, Michigan State, St. John's now with Rick and how they're playing, and Duke. I mean, that's not a regional final, that's a Final Four.
Tom Izzo, that's exactly what it feels like here in Washington, D.C. A blockbuster East region on the road to the Final Four. First up today, the Big East champion St. John's taking on the ACC champs Duke. Officiating crew as well tonight with Ron Groover, Doug Shows, Pat Driscoll. Big time matchup. It's Duke and St. John's, and the Red Storm control the tip.
Rescreen.
Evans trying to create. Hard drive, fend off, double clutch, and he lays it in.
How about that?
58, they shot 55% from the field.
Got to take his left away. He's going to drive all the time, Mitchell.
And he gets the floater to go.
And that's his game. Mitchell.
Caden Boozer has played well starting in the absence of Caleb Foster. Bullet feed. Cameron Boozer goes to the left hand for two. Half-court set. Boozer against Sellers. Boozer stops, and he goes to the left hand for the deuce.
Mismatch right here. See if they dig.
They're going to come on the pass.
Brother to brother. And Boozer connects. Caden Boozer from deep. Hopkins trying to get involved here.
Hasn't been able to get that mid-range game.
I think the length of the perimeter, Duke, giving him trouble.
And a good sign. Darling can down.
Great sign for St. John's, but St. John's unable to get into the paint.
Turnover here. This is what they're best at.
And a steal and buckets. A protective boot. They were comfortable with what they've seen, and now he's in there. Lob it up. Gumba! The jam on a special delivery by Foster.
I like the set. Shire set there for Foster. Showing his playmaking ability.
Ooh,
Hopkins!
How did he get through with those? Hopkins a little more busy on his screening and popping.
Jackson, he's gone against Duke before at North Carolina, and he's
time.
Evans trying to force his way in against the bigger Ejiofor.
Nice step.
And the left hand, the switch over for a
guy.
Ejiofor on a handoff for Jackson. Bronx, New York native. Prey is going to take it and make it for three. 6 points for Isaiah Evans. 3-point game. Hopkins, a three, bottom.
He can get that going. Empty though.
Way off. Darling. The acceleration by Sarr. Evans, he'll drive it and slam it down. He'll accelerate on Hopkins, take it all the way, but misses the lay-in. Taken away by Brown. Boozer extra feet. Oh! The crank for Dame. It got knocked out of there by Sarr to create a Duke possession. Boozer crossing over. And Boozer zigzags to the rim. It's Caden.
Opportunities for Ejiofor.
Get it in. Sellers knocked away by Brown. What a defensive outing he's having.
Trying to corral this. He's done a great job.
Kick.
Caden.
Evans, flyby, jumper, got him.
Get inside with Ejiofor too.
On a handoff, Sanet.
Look at the help and show and recover in the back.
Darling fires. Book it. Round three. Darling, as we approach 2 minutes to go in this first half. Two defenders on Darling. Give it up. Ejiofor lines it up. He hits a three.
How about the pick and pop to drive, Darling?
Ejiofor has the mismatch. Got to get in the post there against Caden Boozer.
Give it up. Prey's confident. Got a three.
Well, he's...
Jackson high screen. Prey. Pick and pop. Prey. It's gone.
Oh, my goodness.
St. John's it. Ejiofor. That won't go. It got knocked around. And Ejiofor falls hard on the small of his back. Boozer drives and kicks. Evans lines it up. Money.
What a great job.
Transfer from Stanford, played 2 years at USC. Boozer way outside to Nile. Steal by Ejiofor. Ejiofor, beast mode. Takes, couldn't pop it in. And it's controlled by Hopkins of St. John's. Running the floor. Mitchell can fly. Count it and a foul.
And that's where he
fouls now on Duke. 0 for St. John's. And Darling takes it away
nice
from
pass.
Boozer. The cut. Ejiofor with the
against him.
So now Duke trails St. John's by 4. A near turnover, and now it is turned over. It's Mitchell. Floated up. The acrobatic finish and the adjustment by Ejiofor. Now they get Ejiofor involved.
He can drive. Nice little switch.
Another one. Oh, Ruben Prey! He is not human.
They got to reload it. No, I don't think it hit the rim.
Boozer misses from 3. Taps it over to Foster, and the layup goes.
That probably should have been a shot.
Hard drive, Foster, little stop and go. That was tricky.
And Gumbo with the nice.
Darling with Homenya there defensively. Now they're down to 8 to shoot. Ejiofor on a kick. Sellers lines it up. He hits a three.
What a nice find by Ejiofor.
Hopkins, shot clock down to 4. Hopkins makes his move on a spin. The back end, the fade, it's good.
That's his game, really.
Cameron Boozer trying to force his
Nice
way
help.
in. Off the double, swing it. Evans, shot clock at 6. Evans, he's got it.
Tough. He had been out, rested a little bit.
Chance to tie or take the lead depending on shot selection. Under 8 minutes to go.
Pick and pop.
Evans for the lead. Bingo.
Oh, goodness. Hopkins with a late cover.
And the Blue Devils go up by 1. The 6th lead change of the night. The answer, Hopkins drains the rainbow delivery.
How about that?
Duke likes this inverted screen and roll here.
Again.
Evans ball fake. He'll drive it, stumble, and score.
He is mixing his game up beautifully.
10 to shoot.
He's got to go.
Boozer one-on-one with Hopkins. Boozer, tough spot, and he finishes with a floater. Homenya digging in defensively on the guard of Zaya Sellers. He'll drive it. Sellers, it's blocked by Brown. He got it with his palm. He tried to bounce it off Hopkins. He leans in for the bucket and the foul. What a sequence.
Frenetic.
Then success at Providence, now at St. John's, and it rims up. Slam down. A pogo stick, Dylan Mitchell.
How about the curl?
Boozer one-on-one with Hopkins. Evans gets a touch with 10. Step back jack. He buries it. A 3. The screen from Evans, a switch. Boozer's got the smaller Jackson. Boozer tried to drive it. Good defense. The banker goes. Plus the foul.
Touch the ball.
Boozer. Long strides. Foster. Ball fake. Jumper. Yes.
Wow, how about that? Welcome back. A big trip right here.
Mitchell. Give it up. Hopkins. Ejiofor, they need it. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. That's what he's done all year long, no.
Darling.
Down to 10. Not much going on right here.
They vacate the area. Foster gets to the rim for a big bucket. Hand it off. Sellers looking for an opening. Needs help.
Excellent
Hopkins,
D.
under a minute to go. Hopkins makes his move. Reverses it home. Defended by Boozer. Darling, the hero in the second round. Give it up for Ejiofor. Down to 14 to shoot. Ejiofor stumbles. A layup. No!
Wow, they got the call.
And the foul is called with Ejiofor. He missed it. Rebound.
Got to give it.
Duke's got it.
Got to give it.
10 seconds left and the foul is called. 12 of 21 at the line. The second one is good. Got a 3-point game. Boozer comes to the ball. They bounce it to him. Ejiofor fouls him with 1.5.
That's all effort, too. They perform admirably.
But they get it done when it mattered most.
Yep.
St. John's triggers in, and that's it. Hopkins, the heave. Duke is still elite for the 3rd straight season.